Hello, everybody. Welcome to the free to play. Um, Man, okay, so I have had so much going on tonight. I haven't given too much thought into what I wanted to talk about, to be honest. So on my main account, I just pulled a Crizia, who, just real quick, for those of you that don't know, is just an incredibly good champion. She's on a 10 times event right now, and I chased after her and managed to get her, and I'm just super excited about it. So I've been busy on that account. All right, so let's talk about what's going on in the account right now. So we are at this point with the missions. You'll see that I completed the 10, running 10 times on Superior dungeon, but I've only been able to forge, or what's it called? Craft, I guess you would say. Um, a handful of the superiors that I need. So I've got 7 out of 10. We're not currently during the force point. I did the magic one. We talked about that the other day. Um, but the void keep is only open today for the next 20 hours, as you can see, and then it's a whole week wait. Well, the force one comes after the void one, so then I would have to wait a whole week to continue my missions. So I spent the gems to open up the force keep, and I'm okay with that decision. However, I got to push hard and make sure I have enough. I also need to make sure. Okay, yeah, I've got over 100, so then I should be able to craft. Okay, I can craft 10 of those. So, we're good. I just need to run the force keep a couple more times. Um, I feel like we're making really good progress on the Forge Pass. If you remember, for those of you that haven't seen it, I would say instead, in the previous Forge Pass, I fell short by just like 3 of the things because I wasn't paying attention to the challenges. Um, to be honest, I wasn't as invested in that gear. So now I'm invested in this gear. I've been doing these challenges. Um, Man, they keep giving me this Force Challenge one, and that bites. What was that? A helmet? I think it said. Oops, wrong one. Um, a helmet to level 8. Okay, I would probably have a helmet I can put to level 8 here. Let's see. Ooh, what's this? Oh, that's a good piece. And I got a proc. You couldn't ask for a better speed piece here. I mean, you get speed as a substat on it. Great. And then having crit damage and crit rate. I mean, this is the quintessential clan boss piece that you're looking for when you start talking about speed tuned teams, because you're going to be able to use this to get a lot of tune, but you're also going to get the crit rate out of it. I'd love to see it proc on the crit rate there, but getting a speed proc is really good too. So I'm excited about that, for sure. So, so we used UDK today. I've been playing on my phone while I was doing stuff on the main account. Let me knock out this challenge real quick, and then, it's such a tough one. Let me hit a refresh real quick in the arena. Just check and see if I have any easy wins. Can I win this with a Force champion? We're gonna find out. That's a big, heavy defensive team, so I don't think we can. Huge buff removal there. Okay. Oh, and the stun. Money. And then we get the big hit here. Okay. All right. Let's toss a refresh and see if I can get any other easy wins. Nope. All right. I'm going to hold off and try and find easy wins later on with a refresh. But, unfortunately, oh, he did go my way. Yes. Okay. Um, so Faction Wars, Ultimate Death Knight was able to get down here where this is the first difficulty. You'll see this is purple. Can you see that? Yeah, and then it's yellow here. That means you can get, so just epic materials drops epic and legendary materials, which means in the forge, I now have access to the legendary materials to forge the legendary resilient, or to forge the stronger, because it's not guaranteed to be a legendary, but the stronger resilience gear. Now, unfortunately, I'm still short on the perception stuff, but right now we're looking for stat sticks. We're looking for stats. We're looking for crit rate, crit damage. And it doesn't matter really what gear that comes on. We just want more stats to make our champions more powerful right now. So, some of the big changes I would love to see would be able to get some crit damage gloves here and make up the crit rate elsewhere, in the kit. So, man, that's such a good piece right there. I would love to get, I have to keep the kill stroke set, but let me take a look at something real quick. Equipped. Because I know I have 3 pieces of kill stroke. Oh, but it's 2 shields, so it doesn't matter. It has to be the helmet always. So that, including this helmet, is rough, but that extra 20% of crit damage is huge. So, we're going to want to find crit rate, pretty heavy crit rate items elsewhere. These are great boots, but actually, didn't I get better boot? Or no, I just put those on him, I think. Or are they equipped on somebody? I could have swore I got really good boots they weren't cruel. Okay. They were these speed boots. I don't know if I talked about this. I did this on Friday. I looted these boots during the speed dragon runs where dragon was dropping increased chance for speed gear. So the boots that he previously had didn't complete the speed set. He had on these destroy boots that are still good because they were my only 5-star pair of speed boots for a very long time. But they had really poor substats. These not only completed the speed set here, but also had really good substats, including HP and defense, which increases the tankiness of my Deacon and makes him way faster. So my Deacon's speed is now up to 205 speed, and you want him to be your fastest champion because he's my first champion to go. And that also gave me room to increase the speed on my Ursula, which has then increased my performance in other areas, like even Clan Boss. I feel like I'm doing more consistent damage. I haven't had any sub 10 mil runs on Nightmare. So you'll see, 36.66. So we're almost to the point where we can 3-key Nightmare. Now, is that a big deal? Not so much, to be honest with you guys. Because I don't really know what I'm going to do with that extra key. I highly doubt I'll be able to get this mythical chest with 1 key in Ultra Nightmare. I could throw it down in Brutal and just get some extra stuff, which is what I will do. But I don't think it'll be enough to get the Grandmaster chest if I can 3-key Nightmare. I don't think I can 1-key Brutal at that point. So, some give and take there. But let's see. I did get this first weapon. I've been doing these challenges. They're the same challenges every day. This is a very, very easy pass. Honestly, the nature of this top portion of the pass is very reminiscent of like the free legendaries we get, which Hell Hades has said they're still coming. They're still going to be giving us the free legendaries like the Sun Wukongs and the Artax. We should be due for one of those probably in a couple weeks. Because I think Sun Wukong is done. I don't know for sure. So I would expect that one to be probably around the holiday season. So probably like sometime in like late November, early December. I don't think it'll be holiday themed, but I think it will be dropping around that time. So I wonder, I think that might have been when Rhonda dropped, because Rhonda had a winter skin. And I'm not saying that only because she had a winter skin. Is that's because, that was Christmas or anything? I'm wondering, like, thinking out loud. I don't remember exactly when she dropped. I know I could look it up right now. I just don't care that much. We are going to keep this a shorter video, by the way, because I am about to go stream live for Overwatch. By the time this video uploads, I'll still be streaming, but it'll be pretty late for y'all. So, I just streaming isn't my big focus yet, but when we hit 500 subscribers, I'm probably going to consider streaming on YouTube instead. And hopefully we can set up a more accurate streaming schedule, whether I'm playing Raid or not, and we can just hang out, chat, just have some fun, play some other games, maybe find some other series that we could develop, for the community. But I'm sorry, I'm about to lose my voice. So tomorrow I'll be doing Hydra on the account. I'll probably do it off camera because I'm self-conscious about my Hydra now because of somebody calling me annoying to watch doing Hydra. While I'm talking, I'm just gonna run the Demon Lord last key because I need to get. I don't want to forget to run this. So we'll let this run in the background. But okay, so question block is coming up. I do have a lot of questions, but if I will be recording it tomorrow. So if you're watching this tonight, if you're watching this on Saturday night, and you have a question for question block, put it in the comments, and I will answer it tomorrow. So question block's going to be coming out. As far as this account and kind of what's going on, I almost have, because I failed that training event. When I say failed, I mean that I was unable to get. I stayed up not very late, but I stayed up as late as I was willing to, and I committed as many resources as I was willing to towards it, and I just wasn't able to get it done. It would have required me to stay up much later than I would have felt comfortable staying up. And also putting more resources into it than I would have felt comfortable putting into it. I'm talking gems and energy. All of that just for one legendary book. I thought it was achievable. Normally those are more achievable, but then again, I'm looking at it from how achievable that number of points is on my main account, where, I have a 6-second farmer and I have all of the brews, I can throw extra brew, when I pulled that Acrizia today, she's already 60 fully ascended. Like, I have a ton of resources saved up on that. So maybe I was a little wrong, and I'm willing to admit that. Maybe I misjudged how easy that event would be. And it's frustrating that it gets followed up immediately by a pretty good champion training event as well, with souls for good champions. Luckily, they're for champions I don't have, but it is certainly frustrating for me not to achieve it. But I had to make the right choice and go to sleep, and I just said, okay, well, this isn't gonna happen tonight. So, but yeah, I was a little disappointed in that, but that's part of playing Raid. I did see one comment that I'm actually going to address, that I want to address in this video. And maybe I should, I'm not going to pull it up on screen like I normally do, but I do want to read it. So one of Icky Ray, who's one of the regular commenters on my channel, said, the path event is so bad. I calculated it roughly. It's about 12 sacreds or 80 voids for an epic. Honestly, I love Raid in the community, but I'm getting sick of even seeing Plarium's crap. And then I saw somebody else that said $85 got me a Xena and a Sacred Shard and tons of loot versus 3 Sacred and 1 mil silver in the shop. Choice was clear, and I opened the wallet for the best deal in Raid this year. Bought Xena for myself and my wife's account. Okay. I don't know where they got the $85 from, because it's $60 to get her right away. But I wanted to comment on this because where are they getting? I don't. So the first thing is the event being bad. Absolutely, the event is bad for players that want to pay. But here's the thing that and I wonder if I have this mindset because I've been playing Raid for as long as I have, and I've always been a low spender. I'm not a whale or anything. In fact, like going for a 10 times event like I did today is pretty uncommon for me. Um, but I just wanted to comment about the fact that um, while this pass is like this is really bad resources for your dollar, um, I think somebody did the math in a calculator and said this equates to about $7 of stuff outside of the champion itself. Um, the free path is really really good. So real quick, why don't we just look at that weapon that I got? I guess there's no real guarantee. I guess I can do just new, right? So filter just new. So this was the weapon we got. So we got crit rate and attack on it on a cruel set. That's end speed. That's a good weapon. That's a good, like, I got lucky on the rolls on that. So what was this one? Yeah, crit damaging. So I prefer the crit rate, to be honest, because crit rate's harder to come by. Or it's harder, it's more essential, crit damage doesn't do much if you're 50% crit rate, right? So I do think that the path is really good for free to play. The biggest thing to consider is that, like, on a regular basis, as I'm playing this game, I'm playing it with the assumption that I'm not going to get anything special outside of it. So if you come at it with that mindset and you look at it and say, man, yeah, this sucks for people that pay, but for me, look at all these resources I get. Okay, it's 100 or it's 75. No, it's 100 energy, and a couple of legendary gear that could roll bad, but a sacred shard for free, I'll take that any day of the week. I mean, I'm not going to complain about that. So, there's perspective, and if you look at it from the right point of view, you can definitely kind of see the value in it for yourself. It's almost more peaceful to play in a free-to-play account because I don't have to be upset about how expensive mythical shards are, or how expensive this battle pass is, or how bad the gear is in the pass or anything like that. It's like, it's free stuff. It's, when you put in a promo code and they give you a couple multi battles and some energy, and it's like, well. But when you're on a free to play, you're like, hell yeah, dude, I just got a bunch of energy. Let's go run some dungeons. Let's go farm some champions. So it's all perspective. And so, but I'm going to call it a video here. I do have another 20 hours. I'm going to be running the Forest dungeon pretty much all day today. And then since I already have what I need to complete the Void one, I'm just going to run the Void 10 tomorrow, with my resetted, my energy resets. So, cause I don't think there's anything I can do. I already did all my tag teams, so I can't go for this. I haven't really been chasing the advanced quests as much as I should be. That's part of the downside of running 2 accounts. Like, I've been on my main account most of the day today, so we'll call it a video here. I'll let you guys know how my Hydra went for Clan Boss. We did get that last key amount, right? So what did we do? Nightmare. Yeah, 46.6. So we knocked that out of the park. So we'll loot that tomorrow and see if we get anything else. But yeah, everything's looking good. So we are also, real quick, I know I said I was going to end it. I mean, we're ready to get our next champion up. So I'm going to wait until the next news drop, probably, and see who I'm going to, if it's going to be any of these champions, whether it's Armiger, probably not going to be Eris. As good as she is, probably not going to be her. So if it's Armiger, Soulbound, Petrifier, or Husk, I've got some or Soul Bond. Some decisions to make about the route that I want to go. So, we're gonna get that figured out. I kind of want to wait and see if there's a, gonna be some. I think next would be Voids or Ancients. Let's look on a Yumi Love real quick. I'm really terrible at ending videos, y'all. Like, for real. How many? I was like, oh, I'm gonna keep this short. I'm gonna end it. What are we at? Yeah, 20 minutes. I wanted to keep it under 20. Okay. So it's anticipated. That doesn't make any sense. It's anticipated that Ancient, Void, and Sacred will all be on 17 November. Did they announce something? I don't know. But I'm going to do a little bit more research. It's 2x event raid. Yeah, I feel like I have to just go off of what they're giving me right now. So we might wait. I don't think I'm losing anything waiting. Like right now where it stands, I don't think I'm going to lose any value on the account waiting for for 6 more days to see if next weekend they do a 2x event and seeing if we pull anybody interesting. Because imagine, like, if it's all of them, well, then we're pulling all our shards. If it's just Ancients, we might get someone good. I think it's going to be Void. Let's say we pull a Cold Heart. Well, that's a game changer right there, right? So, or an Acrisia. Huh? All right. I'm going to call it a video. Like I said, I'm streaming. I'm going to start that literally right after I stop recording here. So, thank you all for watching. I will see you tomorrow for Question Block and the next episode. Have a good night.